protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
No! Let's go! Bronco 80! Let's go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Stephanie! 70 Timberwolves!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Get it. 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. York able to send this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Go, Reed. Go. Come on. Go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Strike.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Blue. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11,
Here's Milton now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Get it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
60 boxes. 6.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 18. Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Got it. Ready? Good.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey. Cowboy 80.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are once again back in front.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Commanders 10, Cowboys 7.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Wow, that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Go. Viking 18.
Now Milton. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready? Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Off the RPO. He completes it. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On second down, they'll run it here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking downfield, and it's caught right side. He's got his man.
On the set.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go now.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
On the jump. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Red, red.
Here's Daniels.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
To the air goes Daniels.
Gonna throw right side here, complete.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Ready. 19.
Slot man moves right. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charge. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Panther 60. No. Ready.
Running left to give to Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey! 70 Rangers.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
70, hot 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another
now.
important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Okay, ready?
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Throwing is Milton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19.
Milton. And he is caught. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Milton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
60. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go, here we go.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Come on, come on. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute and go to the playmakers. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go! 65 check, 65 check. Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Ready? Cougar 19. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
18 Rattler.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Handoff, Blue running right. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now we'll whistle and a timeout defensively. Try to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off
off the play fake. Milton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Off play action. Milton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
19 tight. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Come on. Set. Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Donovan Ezeraku now with his second sack here on opening night.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
60 Dyson. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. Donovan Ezeraku drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.